Legion Elite Motorsports. I'm your host, Isaiah. Thank you for joining me again. Today we are going to rewire some of that wiring nightmare under the hood of the silver car, and we're going to pressure wash. So let's dive into it. Let's see what we can put together. All right, so we're pretty much good on the engine right now. Everything is put together properly, and it's time to start tackling this. So what I want to do first is I want to completely take out the intercooler and the piping, because we're going to get this engine bay ready for pressure washing. I'm going to take out that throwout bearing in there, and there's a lot of stuff to wrap up. We're going to start doing that. I'm also going to make this spool of wire everywhere. So let's get started with that. First, let's take the intercooler out. So we're going to loosen these clamps down here. I want to keep the top portions intact, so I can see if I can make one solid pipe instead of, probably like 3, 4 down there, and kind of do that. And then this side, same deal. So it'll be one piece, boot, bottom piece, boot, and then boot to the turbo, and that's it. So yeah, gonna do that. Also, this one is the one that has, and this is at the bottom, that has a slash in the pipe because of the opening that it's going through. But yeah, we're gonna weld that up and get everything put back together, but that's later. But we got some things wrapped up on this side. That's capped off. We got that capped off, which we're gonna sit this guy up. We got this guy capped off. So we'll be ready to pressure wash this side pretty soon. Yep, that side's good. Going through some of these wires, I'm gonna take the intercooler out now. Let me grab some tools, pull that intercooler and the intercooler piping, and we'll check out the damage in the boost leak. All right, these are the pipes that came out. And boy, oh boy, look at the damage. Yeah, hole right under here. Blow-off valve has definitely seen better days, but that is fixable. This pipe looks atrocious, horrible, nasty, just bad, and it's only 2 pieces. So, thinking about opening both sides of this up, and I think this one will be easier to make. Just gotta have a slight angle weld done. This one, yeah, it's going to be a little bit more difficult, but let's put this aside for now, and we are going to jump into this wiring. Okay, so that actually took a really long time, but everything here is separated. This is everything that I need to run the car, minus vacuum and a couple other things. Let's see. This one I'm going to be using for later. This is the air temperature sensor. And then I still have to cover up this guy, finish covering up this guy, and this is my fuel pump relay right here. So I have to finish covering up that. And then we have this nest. This nest is mostly ignition. So I'm going to get started on this also, but I'm actually low on electrical tape. Go figure. I'm actually gonna cut this down and make the permanent place for it. The MSD box right here. Gonna screw it into that and redo some of these wires, including my MSD two-step. I have to re-put this in the proper place. Yep. And then that should be good. I'm gonna try to see if I can find some better two-way tape that's better than this one. Get that box mounted up nice and pretty. I actually might do two tiny holes here, or probably double-sided tape. There's relays back there. You don't want to interfere with that. So that's that. Boom, boom, boom. This is the distribution block of power. So if anything, I'm gonna see if I could probably just move that out of the way a little bit, but yeah, gotta jump on all of this and start wrapping all of this, and we should be good. Okay, so still got a little bit more wiring to do. Got these wires here consolidated, but I am actually ready to start pressure washing. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna crank this car up, make room so I can pull the silver car out, grab the hose and all the pressure washing equipment, and get the pressure washing. So I'm gonna do that right now. Let's see. All right, nice little sequence to get her started. She's alive, and let's move her. Okay, we got her pulled out into the sunlight. It's been a while since this car has seen the sunlight, but we're gonna remedy that. Okay, so I gotta come in with the purple power, lay that down pretty thick, and we'll begin pressure washing. So let me grab the pressure washer, set that up. Let me take this throwout bearing out. Already you could tell a night and day difference. I can actually see frame here and here, which I haven't seen for eons. But yes, we still got a lot more to go. yeah, so let me keep at it, get this sucker done. All right, look at that. That is a night and day difference. I even got the sludge from the front. I don't know how all of that got there, but nice and clean. Nice and clean up in here. And what we're gonna do is we are going to air everything out. See, you can actually see the bottom of the tray on both sides. Looks pretty good. Now all we got to do is get all of the water and everything out of here and push her back in. But yeah, that is a success. It's looking very good. Granted, it's not a cleaned up painted engine bay, but it's a lot cleaner than it was before. Yeah, not bad, not bad. All right, that is definitely a huge difference. Dang near night and day. But, yeah, we're gonna start putting some of this stuff back together and get her looking right and take it from there. Everything is looking good. All right, and of course I'm gonna continue to jump on these wires. I got a lot of it wrapped up and consolidated, but of course there's a lot more that needs to be wrapped up. So the wiring nightmare continues. Okay, so like I said, everything is nice and clean now. And also, let's say that this is cleaned up because I'm going to be working on this before we drop the motor in. But yes, so basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue working on this rat's nest, getting that consolidated and organized and moved and all of that good stuff. And what I want to do besides that is I want to put back on the throwout bearing. I want to get an engine hoist, lift up this engine, put on the flywheel, my clutch assembly, pressure plate, and the plate that goes on the back. We're just going to clean that one up. And then I do want to get this engine put in here and everything. Just a short block because I want to reach around, no pun intended, to put in all of the bolts for the transmission and also the starter, the alternator, the air conditioning, which I do need to change these O-rings. They are a little old and petrified, and this one doesn't even have an O-ring. So I'm going to put an O-ring on that guy, and I want to start connecting everything on the bottom: power steering, oil cooler, which are these guys here. And this one here is power steering also. So getting everything connected basically, and I want to have that done. So at that point I'll be able to take the head, drop the head on, torque that down with the intake manifold, so it's easier to access all of the bolts out of the car versus in the car. So we're going to do that. We're going to be putting on some new items on this side. We talked about it briefly, and we'll knock it out from there. And besides everything in the engine bay, we're going to take down the gas tank because I would like to upgrade the fuel pump, to something a little bit more. Instead of the 255, I'm going to go with the Bosch 044, which is 300 LPH. Just for now, I'm thinking I might double that up in the future once the racing mode is complete, of course. But definitely want to get this tank down, check the condition of it from the inside, which we'll see in the next few episodes. Also, it's about time I get started on the fuel rail, so I have to get the angles and everything for the injectors, which the injectors are right over there. So I definitely have to get that stuff started, and in order for me to put on the head and the intake together, that needs to be complete. So I'm gonna see what I could do about getting the, I believe it's 20-degree angle. No, 25-degree angle. So 25-degree angle on the cut in order for it to match up with that. So that's some of the things that's going to be coming up soon. Also, I didn't show you guys this. I have a nifty catch can here, so I'm going to show you guys where that's going to be going and what it's going to be connecting to for now. So that's going to be exciting. That's definitely going to be a nice little upgrade. So yes, that is about it. See, I took some notes there for the fuel rail. And yeah, we should be good. Oh, and still have to get this guy. If not, I'll probably clean that guy up and put it back in just so there's no leak over here. So either way, Carl was running with it as it was. I would like to get a sensor on there. But again, let me know if you have the part number for that guy, and we'll take it from there. And with that being said, I want to thank you guys for watching and joining me for another episode. If you're new here, definitely consider subscribing, hitting that bell icon, if this is the type of content you like to see. But until then, remember, knowledge is power.